Welcome to another edition of Healthy Bones and Balance. It's good to be with you all. I want to just open with a little, I think, inspirational reading. I've mentioned this before. This is a woman, PhD, Kelly McDonegal, has written about the joy of movement. And you've probably heard about the runner's high, that somehow people who run so by the notifications, have a kind of euphoria, and scientists have researched it and so forth. And what they found is it's not the intensity of running, it's the continuous moderate exercise that produces I won't get into the biology of it, but produces a feeling of euphoria. And what does this all mean, she says, for today's recreational exerciser, FBS? For one thing, it suggests that the key to unlocking the runner's high is not the physical action of running itself, but its continuous moderate intensity. Anything that keeps you moving and increases your heart rate is enough to trigger nature's reward for not giving up. So that's built into our evolutionary. You get rewarded for the kind of activity that you would do in hunting or gathering or chasing after something. There's no objective measure of performance you must achieve. You just have to do something that's moderately difficult for you and stick to it for at least 20 minutes. That's because the runner's high isn't a running high, it's a persistence high. So we are nothing if not persistent. Let's just step in place for a little bit. You can keep a hand on the chair if you want to be steady. The more you lift your knees, the more we start to get the heart moving. This can be done seated, lifting one knee then the other, and you can find your own pace. And the more you move your arms, the arms are a big part of what gets the heart going. This is really big. Well, it's one of our exercises has an aerobic component, but for the most part, it's strength building. But it feels good to warm up and start from a body in movement position. So let's change it up a little bit. Hand on a wall or chair for stability as you lift the right knee and pull down that arm. Now, if you don't need the balance, you can keep using the opposite, but it's very reasonable to use the balance. So you can just hold with one arm and lift, 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 pull, lift, pull, lift, pull, lift, pull. 8, 9, 10. And now just do the other side. If you're holding, this can be partial balance if you're doing it without. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step in place. Lift the knees more. And begin to slow it down. Take a seat for some arm exercises. First, shoulders up to the ears and let them melt down. We're learning to engage our muscles and also release them. So extend your right arm, put your thumb into the middle of your palm, wrap the fingers around it, turn it so the palm is up with the squeezed fingers, and take it out to the side as far as it can go. And turn the thumb side down. So you're doing a deep external rotation of the arm. It starts from the shoulder and goes out to the thumb. And back to center. And again, reach, turn, to twist for the arm, and back. Left hand out, the thumb to the palm, wrap it, fingers around it, turn the palm up and go out to the side. And then turn the thumb down, thumb side down, as if you're pouring a jug of water. This is one I just got from Gliffy, one of our principal instructor for those of us who are leading healthy bones. So I did that 3 times. And now right hand up, palm facing me. Okay, this is, so now the left hand palm down, right hand, fingers pointing up, thumb going out to the right. And now I'm pressing my left fingers against my right fingers and wrapping the thumb around, it comes around to the front, and pulling it over, so it's a nice wrist stretch. And then I'm bending the elbow, and this is the water pitcher, I don't know, waterfall, I think waterfall, pour it out, pour it out. A lot of water images here. These are, but you get a stretch in the fingers, the wrist, and a little warm up in the arms. And 2 more, 1, 2, shake, shake, shake. And now we can do this again. Palm is facing me. My left thumb is going out to the left, placing my palm away from me, right palm away from me with right thumb down and holding the hand like this and stretching at the wrist, going out long, and then bending the elbow as I waterfall over, up, over, up, over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gentle fist and flick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a marching right here. We're going to do 2 things at once. So I'm making a fist with each hand and circling them while I'm not circling my whole arms yet. And now I'm just going to keep my right fist moving. I'm going to hold on to my chin as I work on peripheral vision. So keeping my face forward, my eyes to the right, following that circling wrist out to the side as far as I can, and then bring it back. Left arm, fist, circling wrist. Holding the chin with my right, such a tendency, and then eyes sharply left. Keep trying to keep an eye on that circling fist, as far as you can, and then circle it in the opposite direction, coming back. Right ear to right shoulder. Take the right hand, press gently against the top of the head and feel the shoulders drop. Allow the shoulders to drop. Belly in, spine is long. Press into the feet, press into the sit bones. Let the crown of the head lift, even as it tips to the side. And down. Left ear to left shoulder. Just feel this stretch, allow it to open. Right shoulder drops away. And then left hand comes up, presses. You know, it's definitely pressing, but it's not, just giving you some resistance, which really allows more opening and more release on the opposite side. Now, one of my mantras, one of my repeated phrases, shoulder blades together, because this is, most of our have a slightly rounded back. And the more we strengthen the muscles of the upper back and have the courage to lift our upper chest and lead with our heart, that's our everyday exercise, our posture. So arms out or bend the elbows and think of bringing your elbows together to bring the shoulder blades together. Squeeze, 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 and release. We're going to do that 3 times. Inhale, and squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And be aware, you might even put one hand on your upper chest to feel the opening there, because not only are we squeezing in the back, but as a result, we're opening up, we're expanding our chest, our openness to life. So then slightly at the elbows, feel your chest lift. Lower ribs are still reaching down towards the navel, and lower belly lifts up. So feel this holding you, stabilizing you as you open the heart and shoulder blades come together. And breathe. And release. Now with shoulder circles, I always do shoulder circles because it feels so good. This time I want to try something doing it in segments. So you go up, back, down, fully down. Up, back, down, fully down. You can feel there's a shoulder blade squeeze in there. Just close your eyes and feel what's moving. What parts of your body are moving. Pause, and again, and up the back, pause, a little further, down, up. Is like a film of someone working at the computer and then standing up, as if you're seeing it all with stop film. I mean, each separate unit in the screen. Okay, let's wiggle and stand. Now we're a little looser. Reach both arms up. Right hand grabs hold of the left wrist and lifts up. And bend the knees slightly, press both feet into the ground and reach. Feel the skin stretching, the muscles, the fascia over the left side of the waist, ribs, hip, and back up. Opposite hand. First, just straight up, and over. Just explore where your limit is and hover there. Keep the breath moving. And float the arms down. Let's put on our leg weights. I'm glad I have this bench here. If you're not using leg weights, you can talk to me or Betsy if you'd like to start using leg weights gradually. I'm just coming off a period of, not much exercise. So I've stepped down. I have fewer little sacks of sand in my leg weights, and I'm using lower weights than I did before, and I'm going to build back up slowly and safely. We're going to do back leg raise. The chair or the wall. Inhale tall. Right leg slides back, toe tips on the floor, and then lift as you activate the whole back of the thigh and butt right back. 2, 3, slide, lift for 4, belly in at the same time. 6, 7, slide, lift 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, slide, lift 13, 14, 15, and pause. I know you've been doing 2 sets of 15, I'm going to do one set of 15 and one set of 12, but you can add to the second set as you desire. So second set on right leg again, back and lift. 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's see, return. Lift, 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to count that each time, but you can say it to yourself so that you're not rushing back with momentum, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can squeeze in your last 3 as I'm shifting now to the left leg goes back. First set, 1, slide, lift for 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. So easy to go rush the way back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Pause, up on the balls of the feet and down. Back on the heels, lift the balls of the feet and down. Second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, belly in as you go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. You can add the extra 3. And now we'll take a seat for knee extension. So you might want to have your rubber balls in your hands. And if you have a big ball, you can put it in between. Sitting at an angle. So sitting in the chair with a series of right angles. Our ankles are right under our knees, shoulders right over the hips, and we sit with a sense of taking possession of our seat, knowing we are seated, pressing lightly down with the feet, reaching down with the sit bones, spines rising up. And now extend the right leg, point, flex, and down. Even if you're just extending it out on the floor and point and flex, that's where you are now. And you can lift a little higher as you build strength right here with us. Inhale, shoulder blades slightly moving towards the spine. Open up that heart. 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 6, 7. Reach strongly with the heel, point, flex. 7, 8. Try to keep the torso upright, even leaning with a forward tilt, even if you can't take your leg as high. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down. You can tap that hard working right quad. Second set. Shoulder blades coming together. Heart is open, upper chest collarbone is smiling. That's another way to say it. Reach and circle the ankle. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 12. You can continue. Careful, familiar viewers will note that I can't lift my leg as high. That's the hard thing about stepping away from exercise. You got to build back up, build back better. So left leg, inhale, reach for the heel and straighten the knee. That's a key part, actually, really straightening the knee, squeezing that kneecap up towards the hips. 3, 4, 5, point flex, 3, 2, 1, back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Pause. I found that I kept tipping my torso back to maintain the height of my leg. So I just lowered the height of my leg so I could stay in my 90-degree angle here. It's a muscular reason for it. It's not a, not the beauty of form issue. Second step. Uno. I remember due, counting. 3 with a circle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Straighten that leg, straighten the knee as you press with the heel. 10, 11, 12. It is 12. We have time for the 15. Squeeze both balls with the hands. Squeeze. Squeeze as you bring shoulder blades together. And stand up for side leg raise. Putting the balls down. Inhale, lift the left leg. I'll probably get us mixed up if I'm doing left leg first. It'll get me mixed up. Right leg first. It doesn't matter except keeping track of where we are. So lifting the right leg, turning the toe in to make sure I'm leading with the side of my foot, not turning out, but the side. 2, squeeze it back. 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. 6, 3, 2, 1. 7, 3, 2, 1. 8, 3, 2, 1. 9, 3, 2, 1. 10, 3, 2, 1. 11, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bend those knees. Feel the back of your calves. And up for second set. 1, 2, en día, 3, okay, Greek, tessera, pende, exi, epta, octo, enea, deca, Indica, Lodica, 3, 2, 1. Finish your 15, if that's where you are. Lift the left leg, turn the toe in. 1, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze back, press against the weight out and squeeze against the resistance coming in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Reach at the heel each time. 14 and 15. Bend one knee, then the other. You can roll the feet a little bit up on the ball of the foot. Second set. 1, 2, 3. Feet are flexed and active. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and continue to 15 as you wish. And now we're going to stand up and sit down. Actually, stay standing because we have one more with leg weights. So it makes sense to do that now first. So facing the chair, we're doing ham curls. We would bend at the knee, flex the foot. It's not just there for the ride, it's really active. So you can feel it. You can even be lifting the arch of the foot and spreading the toes, curling the toes, up towards the front of the ankle a little bit. That action activates the leg muscles too. So we want to get the maximum way out of it. We have this 2 hours together a week, and we want to safely, sensibly get the most out of it. So bend at the knee, bring the lower leg parallel to the ground, and complete. 2, inhale. 3, inhale. 4, inhale. 5, inhale. 6, inhale. 7, inhale. 8, inhale. 9, 10, 11, 12, first set to 15, 13, 14, 15, and down. Up on the balls of the feet, bend the knees while you're still on your tiptoes, press the heels down and stand. Bend down, lift on the toes, press up on the toes, and down. Second set, right leg. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. See that your thighs stay parallel. 3, 2, 1. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12. Complete the 15 as you wish. Another thing to remember, and it makes it more of a whole body balanced exercise, is that so now we're about to move the left lower leg for the ham curl on the left side. But think first about your standing side. Press lightly into the floor and feeling your spine lengthen and reach up as if you're trying to touch the ceiling. It's just a visualization that pulls length out of your body. And then keeping that length, bend the left leg at the knee, flex the foot, thighs even. And that was one. Due. Tre. Quattro. Cinque. Sei. Sette. Otto. Nove. 10. 11. 12. That's 12 continuous. You like 13 through 15. And we have one more primary leg exercise. Is stand up and sit down, but we don't use weights. And you might want to use the balls. And I will be clocking our time for 30 seconds. Okay. This got a little rusty. And stand up and sit down each time. No, you don't want the balls. Take that back. I'm a little rusty. I should have a voice over. Someone, Betsy, could be saying, no, don't do that. But you're a generous group of participants. So we just stand up and sit down. That's enough. Try to come to a complete stand and a complete release, because this makes it harder. We'll get more out of this short time. So 30 seconds of exercise bliss. Let's build that euphoria. Ready? And begin. That's it. Whew. That's the other part that's aerobic, in case, as if you had any doubts. Clasp the hands behind you, if possible. If not, just rest your hands on the hips and press the hands away or reach the elbows toward each other and let the chest lift and the shoulder blades are coming together. And you're feeling a stretch from your pubic bone to your collarbones. And release. Take a seat with your weights for biceps, another hand close by. Just gonna take a transitional twist. So pressing my feet down, firming my hips, pressure my sit bones pressing into the floor, lifting up long here and turning with the torso using the muscles of the midriff, muscles of the belly moving to the right, not pulling with the hands, just let them rest. And then shoulder blades come together, collarbone smiles, knees stay over the ankles, pressing down, reaching up. Note your breath, probably still fast from our powerful stand up and sit down. Float back to the center. Take a couple of breaths. Then inhale, lengthen, pressing the feet, pressing the sit bones, reaching up long into that space that you created. You can find even a deeper twist. Outside of the right hand presses against the left, outside of the left knee. Shoulder blades come towards each other. Chest lifts, and allow the right side of your back to move forward to deepen the twist. Keeping your knees apart. Oops, they stay over the ankles. Interlace the fingers. Press palms out and lift up. Find wherever feels as far as they go. And as they go back, you could feel your ribs rising. So come back even. Use the muscles to help the lower ribs around them to hold on, to reach down to the navel. Lower belly lifts. Feel the air on your palms. Fingers stretch and float down. Okay. Oh, we've got plenty of time. I'm now in the shade now, so this is what I was planning on. Every day the light is different. So for biceps, hands, I like to move forward on my seat just so I don't bump into the chair. Check my legs, position, hip distance apart, knees over the ankles. Inhale, shoulder blades gently towards each other and bend at the elbow to raise your weight for first bicep curl. 2. So just turn to the side a little bit. 3. This can be done standing. 4. But it's harder to be sure that your body is holding even the torso. 5, 3, 2, 1. You don't want to get down before that one. 6, 3, 2, 1. 7, 3, 2, 1. 8, 3, 2, 1. 9, 3, 2, 1. Feel the belly go in here as you lift up and stabilize your torso against the weight. 11, 12, 13, 3, 2, 1, 14, 3, 2, 1, and 15, 3, 2, 1. And rest your weights. If you can do it securely on your legs or put them beside you and shake. You can tap. Take hold, second set. I'm going to switch to lower weights for the second set. Inhale, get your height, pressing the feet, reach the sit bones, crown of the head lifts. Feel the space this creates in your whole inner torso. Una, 2, 3, 1. 3. 4. Press your feet into the floor as you reach up, and that helps you reach the crown of your head high. Bende. Exhale. Inhale. Epta. Inhale. Octo. Inhale. Enea. Deca. Indica. Vodica. 12. You can complete to 15. And when you're finished, you can join some of us in just internal rotation, external rotation. Internal, rounds, separate, feel the shoulder blades stretch away from each other. It's also a good stretch. And then as you turn the palms up and continue out, shoulder blades automatically go back. And so, okay, weights down for a moment. Let's do a roly-poly. Interlace the fingers and just roll it, pulling at the fingers every different way. Always gentle, always moving slowly enough that you're not going to do something you didn't intend. And then change the interlace, other pinky finger on the outside, and just, and then, I don't know, if you're like me, an extra rub and hug of the thumb joint feels good. There's always new body parts to work on. Take one weight for triceps. It's also can be done standing or seated. I think I'll demonstrate the seated. So you could put a forearm. So my left, I'm holding the weight in my right hand at my right hip, and I'm going to lean my left forearm so that I have a nice. I'm not rounding my back. I'm tipping forward at the hip creases, keeping my shoulder blades together, and reach back for 1, 3, 2, 1. Return. 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. If you're standing, it's similar. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the arm as you lift that weight up. 6. I think I thought 6, 7. Try to take the arm towards straight. Extend and hold for feet before you come back. 8, 9, 10. Keep the shoulder blades moving towards each other, so and neck long. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Stand down. Shake before we do the second set. Bend that front knee just a little bit. Be open, straight torso. Lift the elbow. And well, if you have the weight at the hip, the elbow is lifted. And now extend long. Hold for a beat. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. I think I was rushing those last ones out of the need to. Finish up your 15, and if not, you can hug that trapezius muscle up here, just on the back side of the shoulder, right shoulder, and then give a squeeze to the trapezius that we've been working on. Triceps, trapezius, triceps. So triceps the other side. Roll the left shoulder back and extend for 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Pause. Shake that arm out. Second set. Left arm. Inhale, feel the power, and reach. And return slowly. Give yourself a 3, 2, 1 count for the return. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for a bit. Hold for momentary hold. 7, 8, 9. The torso still facing forward. 10, 11, and 12. You can complete the 15 as you wish. Oof. Not done. I'm bending my knees wide, no weights, and letting my hands slide down towards my ankles, or keep your elbows on the knees. Feels like a really nice stretch. My elbows are pressing out against my knees for more inner thigh stretch. And come up, walk the feet together, and take weights for overhead press. I'm going to use lighter weights. You can also use balls or the current weight you're working on. So hands are at the shoulders. And reach up as if you're putting it on a shelf and down. But that means the weights are more forward. The arms are not going straight up. It's harder too, because then it's muscles. It's not the, one bone resting on another bone. 3, inhale. See my angle. 4, inhale. 5, inhale. 6, inhale. 7, inhale. 8, inhale. 9, inhale. 10, inhale. 11, inhale. You can do this. 12, inhale. It's our next to last weight bearing exercise. Oh, let me see, where was I? 13, inhale. 14. Put that box on the shelf and back and down. So if you want to just take one straight overhead to see, it's not as challenging. First of all, the torso doesn't have to work as hard because it's all aligned. Weight, head, spine, and so forth. So the whole body takes, the skeletal structure takes the weight. When we go out like here, the bones are, there's nothing supporting us but muscle. And so we build muscle to respond to that need, and then muscle pulls on the bone and so forth, and that's the only natural way to build bone strength. Work the muscles so they pull on the bone. Second set. Inhale. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10, 11, 12, and you can continue. 13, 14, 15. And put your weight down. And maybe roly-poly, maybe stretch your fingers out, a few fist and finger stretch. And we're going to come, we're going to stand, but first we're going to do some little stretch. Come over, bend over to your chair, or you could go to the chair back and bend the knees a lot. Step your feet a little bit away, and or as much as you can get really length in your torso. This is a great all torso stretch, and then the legs are going to stretch. The whole body stretch. You press your thighs back. They can stay bent. They should stay a little bent. You can get much more, but wiggle your sit bones back. Feel the stretch in the hips, and sides of the ribs, and reach the hands out long. Lift the armpits away from the floor, and press your thighs towards straight, but don't get there. Hug the feet towards each other isometrically. The feet could move towards each other, allowing space in the sit bones and the sacroiliac. And bend the knees, come forward, and come to standing. Just pause for a minute, get steady for balance exercise with chair or tree. Maybe you can look at the tree behind me, or you have trees out your window. We're in Amherst. Trees are not in short supply. And come to balance on one leg. Or one toe, the heel pressed against, something pressed against the standing leg, heel or the whole foot. Don't press against your knee, be below it or above it. And take the hand away and find your balance. Picture, you find it, lose it. And we'll do it for 30 seconds at least. And the more you bring your body into alignment, as you bring your shoulder blades together, as you take the standing thigh back a little bit, feel like your butt's sticking out a little bit, that's okay. Take the tailbone down and reach the crown of the head towards the imaginary ceiling so that you're pressing down into the floor, reaching up to something else. It can even help to extend your arms, holding a tightrope walker's pole, or keep an actual hand on the chair. Okay, we're going to 45 seconds. There we go. As it happened. And now switch sides. Standing on the right, lifting the left. And again, remember, you can keep that toe on the floor, and this is already a balance, just not having two complete feet. So stand on. Take that thigh back in either case. Press down, reach up, create this terrific vertical energy that's going to keep humming up and down. You can perhaps reach arms up, one arm or two. You could even clasp your fingers, extend the index like a steeple. It actually supports your balance. And keep reaching down into the earth, planting roots, branches stretching up. This is both balance practice and a stretch. Feet down. Pause for a minute, feeling gratitude for 2 feet, feet on the ground. And let's take a seat. Concluding stretch. Right arm down, side of the chair, left arm up. Press the feet into the floor to help stabilize you. And other side, reach up, long. Sit bone, hips press down, and this reaches up. And float down. Right leg extends out, toe up, some right heels on the floor, toe coming forward, left ankle right under the knee, and hinge forward from the hips. There's no bending at the waist. The objective is not to go forward so much as to pull up the muscles in a certain way. So think of taking your upper chest forward, out, rather than down. Some point about, I don't know, 6, 8 feet in front of you. It's where, and come up, switch legs, inhale tall. You can even press down on the hip creases. Press that down and it accentuates where your fold is, right there. Shoulder blades moving towards the spine. Heart is open, even as you're feeling the stretch. And here we are, 11 o'clock. Well, thank you for exercising with me.